If you're spending $10,000 to $15,000 per year on club fees, private training, travel, and showcases, and your child is still freezing in games, still hesitating in big moments, still playing safe instead of being a dominant player, this video is for you. Because most soccer parents misunderstand confidence. They think confidence comes from doing more reps, more extra trainings, more private sessions, more tournaments. But confidence is not built through volume. Confidence is built through structure under pressure. And if your child does not have a mental system for pressure, no amount of technical training will fix hesitation. Let me explain. Most players look confident in practice. They look sharp in private sessions. They dominate drills. Then game day comes. Now there is pressure. There's a referee, there's coaches, parents watching, and there is fear of making mistakes. Now, there is fear of losing their spot and everything changes. And that is not a skill problem. That is a mindset problem. So inside our system, the Lorenzo Soccer Mindset, we teach growth versus fixed mindset as a foundation. We already transform over 500 players just like your son or daughter. And if a player believes a mistake means something about their identity, they play safe. If they believe mistakes are information, they stay aggressive. So most parents unintentionally reinforce fixed mindset. They say things like, "You're better than that. Why did you do that? You should have scored. You always lose the ball there. They're better than you." Even if it's said calmly, the message becomes mistakes are dangerous, something to avoid. And when mistakes are dangerous, players hesitate. Instead, we train players to separate identity from performance. You're not your last touch, even if it was a bad touch or you missed a goal, and your last mistake. And that creates freedom to act on the field. Now let's talk about what actually happens in games. A player loses the ball once and they replay that moment in the games for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, maybe for the whole game. And they stop asking for the ball. They pass sideways. They avoid 1v1 situation. And this is why we teach the goldfish reset, focusing on the next play but forgetting the previous mistake. And it's not something that happens immediately. It is trained. They need to practice that over and over until they can do it easily. And elite players are not mistakes free. They recover faster than everyone else. They just learned that behavior. This is the difference. And now let's talk about the first minute of the game. The first minute determines emotional direction. So if your child starts passive, the game controls them. If they start aggressive, they control the game. So this is why we teach our specific mentality, shark first, going forward, taking the risk and attacking and going for the tackle. And we do not wait to feel confident. We act confident in a confident behavior with our shark mentality and showing a body language that show confidence and brings leadership. Scouts are always watching, right? They don't watch the skills. They watch your son or daughter, how they play under pressure. And we teach 3 simple techniques: shark mentality, the goldfish mentality, and also the positive self-talk. Those are the 3 most common mental tools that we instill in your child. Because confidence is built through repeated behaviors under pressure. Now, here's where most parents get it wrong. They coach from the sidelines. They analyze every mistake in the car. They focus on the outcome. They compare their child teammates. Even when the intentions are good, the result is high pressure. Instead, what builds confidence is structure, clear game day routines, mistakes recovery system, post-match review and feedback. And we use a simple match review with our players that we ask them to send the feedback to see how they actually implemented the mentalities. And that builds momentum. They see the progress. They see that they're doing something good. Let me give you a real example without names. We had a player that at MLS next level, really technically strong, like most of the players that we see MLS level, great in training, but in games, he avoided the risk. He would not take defenders on. After one mistake, he disappeared. Within 4 weeks, installing our mental tools and our mental loop, his coach became describing as a composed, aggressive player that forgets mistakes easily and also became more of a leader. He started to talking more on the field because composure is trained. And we're not trying to turn every player into the loudest on the field, but what we're building is the mental tools that pro players have. Now, I need to say this clearly. We're not for everyone. If you're looking for a cheap course, $27 course, $500 course, we're not that for you. There's a lot of competitors that put you in a group or give you a video course that you can do on your own. This is not it. This is a program that is only for players that are ready to be held accountable and they're coachable, and parents who are already investing a lot of money into their development, but they're making it all go to waste if they don't do the mental training. And we do not guarantee outcomes, right? Every player is different, but we have seen many transformation, and we are going to guarantee improvement, right? So we can't guarantee that your son will become the captain of the team. We have transformed many players as captain of their team, but we can't guarantee that specific outcome because I'm not the coach of the team. I'm not the president of the team. So what we can do is give them, transform their mentalities so they can become the captain of the team. If you want your child to learn leadership skills, learn mental tools that professional players have, you want them to forget mistakes quickly and also become a leader, not only on the field, but in their school, in life. If you want your child to build those skills, click the link below here. You can book a call with us and see if your child is a good fit for this. I'll see you in the next video.